హాయ్ ఫ్రెండ్స్, వెల్కమ్ టు A to Z ఫర్ యూ టీవీ ఛానల్. మీకు ఇవాళ చాలా చక్కని కార్యక్రమం అందించబోతున్నాను. ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఏంటంటే ఇంటర్వ్యూ టిప్స్ ప్రోగ్రామ్. సో ఎంతోమంది జాబ్స్ ఇంటర్వ్యూస్కు వెళ్తుంటారు. సో అలాంటప్పుడు చాలామంది తికమక పడుతుంటారు, భయపడుతుంటారు, సతమతం అవుతుంటారు. సో వీటి వల్ల ఇంటర్వ్యూ సరిగ్గా ఫేస్ చేయలేక వాళ్ళకి ఎంత నాలెడ్జ్ ఉన్నా, ఎన్ని మార్క్స్ స్కోర్ చేసినా జాబ్ రావడం అనేది చాలా కష్టం అవుతుంది. సో అలాంటి వారి కోసం, ముఖ్యంగా తెలుగు మీడియం స్టూడెంట్స్ కోసం జాబ్ ఇంటర్వ్యూకి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు ఇంటర్వ్యూ ఎలా ఫేస్ చేయాలి అనే విషయాన్ని నేను ఇక్కడ మీకు ఈ వీడియోలో చెప్పబోతున్నాను. సో మామూలుగా ఎలాంటి జాబ్కి వెళ్ళినా, అది మేనేజ్మెంట్ కావచ్చు, ఇంజనీరింగ్ కావచ్చు, ఎలాంటి జాబ్కి వెళ్ళినా జనరల్గా అడిగే ఇంటర్వ్యూ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఎలా ఉంటాయి, ఆ జనరల్ ఇంటర్వ్యూ క్వశ్చన్స్ని నేను మీ ముందుంచబోతున్నాను. దాంతోపాటు వాటికి సమాధానం ఏ విధంగా చేయాలి, ఆన్సర్ ఏ విధంగా చేయాలి అనేది కూడా మీకు చెప్పబోతున్నాను. సో ఈ క్వశ్చన్స్ అండ్ ఆన్సర్స్ ఇంగ్లీష్లో ఉంటుంది. సో జాగ్రత్తగా వినండి, మీ మెదడులో ఉంచుకోండి. సో ఆ విధంగా ఇంటర్వ్యూకి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు ఈజీగా ఫేస్ చేయొచ్చు. జాబ్ అనేది ఒక ఖచ్చితమైన నమ్మకంతో మీరు జాబ్ కొట్టచ్చు. ఓకే ఫ్రెండ్స్, సో ఫస్ట్ క్వశ్చన్ ఈజ్, వాట్ ఈజ్ అన్ ఇంటర్వ్యూ? Generally, an interview means a private meeting between people. When questions are asked and answered, the person who answers the questions of an interview is called interviewee. The person who asks the questions of our interview is called an interviewer. It suggests a meeting between two persons for the purpose of getting a view of each other or for knowing each other. When we normally think of an interview, we think a setting in which an employee tries to size up an applicant for a job. So, an interview is formal meetings between two people, the interviewer and the interviewee, where questions are asked by the interviewer to obtain information, qualities, aptitudes, wishes, etc. from the interviewee. ఇదండి ఫస్ట్ ఆన్సర్. నెక్స్ట్ సెకండ్ క్వశ్చన్ ఈజ్, టెల్ మీ అబౌట్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్ ఆర్ వాట్ కెన్ యూ టెల్ మీ అబౌట్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్ అనే క్వశ్చన్ వస్తుంది. సో దాని ఆన్సర్ ఏంటంటే, టాక్ అబౌట్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్ ఇన్ సమ్మరీ అండ్ అవాయిడ్ రాంబ్లింగ్. యువర్ డీటెయిల్డ్ వర్క్ హిస్టరీ కెన్ బి ఫౌండ్ ఆన్ యువర్ CV ఆఫ్టర్ ఆల్, సో ఫోకస్ ఆన్ ఎలిమెంట్స్ దట్ యు వాంట్ టు హైలైట్ రాదర్ దెన్ గోయింగ్ త్రూ ఎవ్రీథింగ్. It is okay to discuss your personality and what ambitions you have. Ideally, you will give the interviewer a positive insight into how you would fit in as an employee. Next, third question వచ్చేసి, what strengths do you have? దాని ఆన్సర్ వచ్చేసి, an exhaustive list of adjectives such as capable, hardworking, or diligent won't really portray you well, because anyone can make such claims about themselves. Instead, think about 3 things that you do well and give concrete examples. If you are a strong organizer, for example, then talk about a project that you coordinated or a new procedure that you formulated. If you are good with numbers, then talk about your skills with spreadsheets or financial matters. And fourth question ఎలా ఉంటుందంటే, what weaknesses do you have అన్నప్పుడు మీ సమాధానం ఎలా ఉండాలంటే, never say that you have no weaknesses. Everyone who does this comes across like they have simply not prepared for the interview. Likewise, avoid giving yourself a backhanded compliment, such as I work too hard. Focus on an area of your work that needs to be improved. For example, point out that this is a weakness, but something you have identified and are focusing on resolving. Next, fifth question వచ్చేసి, వై షుడ్ ఐ హైర్ యూ అని అడుగుతారు. అడిగినప్పుడు if you are highly qualified for the job you are applying for, then you should point this out. But don't forget that other people being interviewed may match or exceed your suitability. In such cases, focus on what else you can bring to the job, perhaps with your soft skill set, like being able to integrate well with existing members of the team, for instance. నెక్స్ట్ సిక్స్త్ క్వశ్చన్ వచ్చేసి డూ యూ హ్యావ్ ఎనీ రిగ్రెట్స్? అప్పుడు మీ సమాధానం ఆన్సర్ ఇట్ హానెస్ట్లీ. ఈవెన్ ఇఫ్ యువర్ ఆన్సర్ ఈజ్ నో, ట్రై టు మేక్ ది అవుట్కమ్ ఆఫ్ ది సిచ్యువేషన్ వెరీ పాజిటివ్. ఇఫ్ యువర్ రిప్లై ఈజ్ ఎస్, డోంట్ బీ ఓవర్ కాన్ఫిడెంట్ అబౌట్ ఇట్. They want to know if you learned anything from your past and whether it reflects on your potential shortcomings in your life. Next, seventh question వచ్చేసి what other companies are you interviewing with? అన్నప్పుడు మీ సమాధానం well, hiring managers are curious about what other companies you are interviewing with for a few reasons. They might want to scope out the competition, see how serious you are about the industry, or even gauge their likelihood of landing such a star candidate. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way. The answer is not, this is the only company I am interviewing with. No need to give the interviewer more power than he or she already has. So, how do you respond to this in a way that doesn't make you sound desperate or unattainable? Here are some ideas depending on your particular situation. Next, question number 8. Why did you leave or plan to leave your current job? అని అడిగినప్పుడు మీ ఆన్సర్ యాజ్ ఎ రూల్ ఆఫ్ థమ్ నెవర్ బ్యాడ్ మౌత్ యువర్ ప్రీవియస్ కంపెనీ, బాస్, స్టాఫ్ ఆర్ ఎంప్లాయీస్ అండర్ ఎనీ సర్కమ్స్టాన్సెస్. ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ ఆల్రెడీ ఇన్ ఎ జాబ్, స్టేట్ హానెస్ట్లీ అండ్ క్లియర్లీ వాట్ యూ ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ ఇన్ యువర్ న్యూ జాబ్. ది బెస్ట్ keywords could be better career opportunities, growth, exposure to a different working culture, new process, etc. The better answer is anything that implies you are looking to better yourself. I feel like I can be doing more, and the next step for me there is too limiting or not really available, he suggests. Or I am finding better opportunities, more challenges, those will help me to grow my career as well my skills. And ninth question is, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? అని అడిగినప్పుడు the reason interviewers ask this question is to check your level of commitment to the job and company. They want to know if you are just filling in till a better opportunity comes along, or are you looking for a long-term association with the organization. For example, this position is exactly what I am looking forward to working in on a long term, and I am confident that if I do my work with sincerity and the desired level of proficiency, opportunities will inevitably open up for me. Next, question number 10. How would your colleagues describe you? అని అడిగినప్పుడు highlight both professional and personal characteristics that will give an indicator of what kind of classmate you will be. Next, 11th question is, will you be okay with relocation if required? Yes, relocation doesn't matter. If I got the good opportunity and pleasure to work with the company like you, as well as I love traveling too, Or, yes, I love to relocate and travel as it helps me to gain more knowledge. It is the best way to learn communication. It improves our work experience with a new environment. Next, question number 12. Are you okay with working at night and over weekends? Frankly speaking, nobody likes working at night and weekend. But if my work or my company demand says that I will be always ready to work night and weekend. ఆ తర్వాత క్వశ్చన్ నెంబర్ 13. How do you handle stress and pressure? The best way to answer this question is to give an example of how you have handled stress in a previous job. That way, the interviewer can get a clear picture of how well you work in stressful situations. Avoid mentioning a time when you put yourself in a needlessly stressful situation. Pressure is very important to me. Good pressure, such as having a lot of assignments to work on or an upcoming deadline, helps me to stay motivated and productive. For example, do not share a story about a time when you were stressed because you procrastinated and had to finish a project too quickly. Rather, describe a time when you were given a difficult task or multiple assignments and you rose to the occasion. Next, question number 14. What is the difference between confidence and overconfidence? Answer వచ్చేసి confidence is the good trait to have where a person is sure about his course of action or activity and it comes from past success and right decisions. Overconfidence is excessive belief in their own abilities, ignoring the fact that their decision can be wrong too. And question number 15 is, what is the difference between hard work and smart work? Hard work. If you want to be successful in the long run, you have to put long hours into work. You have to start early before all other people, and you have to stay up late when everyone else is already enjoying their afternoons and evenings. Smart workers, on the other hand, don't bother with most of the work they should do, but focus only on the tasks that bring the biggest long-term impact. ఆ తర్వాత 16th question. Why do you want to work at our company? Answer is, this is your chance to show that you have researched the company you are applying to work with. Avoid saying anything negative about your current employer which makes it seem you are simply after any job at all. The deeper your research is on the company's annual reports, the corporate newsletters, business contacts, partners, suppliers, advertisements, and articles about the company in the trade press, the better chance you have at answering the question satisfactorily. Question number 17. What can we expect from you in your first 3 months? Answer is, ideally the answer to this should come from the employer. They should have plans and expectations for you. But if you are asked, use the general framework, you will work hard to determine how your job creates value. You won't just stay busy, you will stay busy doing the right things. You will learn how to serve all your constituents, your boss, your employees, your peers, your customers, and your suppliers and vendors. You will focus on doing what you do best, You will be hired because you bring certain skills and you will apply those skills to make things happen. You will make a difference with customers, with other employees to bring enthusiasm and focus and a sense of commitment and teamwork. Next, question number 18. Are you willing to relocate or travel? A formal answer would be, for the right opportunity, I am definitely willing to relocate. I believe that this position and company is that opportunity. If you have no issue with relocating for this position, it would be very beneficial to ask the interviewer questions as well. Next, question number 19. If you won $10 million lottery, would you still work? Yes, still I will work because I want to get professional skill and attitude. Though $10 million would be enough money for luxurious life for years, but still I can't purchase professional skill and attitude by money. So for me, work is essential. And question number 20 is, what are your short-term professional goals? Answer is, my short-term goal is to find a position that will put me in a forward-moving company with solid performance and future projections. As part of a team, I want to add value and continue to grow the company. And question number 21. What are your long-term professional goals? Answer is, my long-term goals are to earn new responsibilities within the company, ultimately reaching higher positions as they open and helping the company succeed in the long term. Note, your short and long term goals need to be related. For example, you can't claim your short term goal is to work in technology, but your long term goal is to open your own restaurant. Also, your goals should relate to the job. And question number 22 is, what is your salary expectation? అప్పుడు మీ ఆన్సర్, this is one of the most troublesome questions for many interviewers. For some people, however, it causes no bother at all. It will depend on your personality as to how you feel talking about salary expectations. That said, there are some tips to help you deal with this question. Firstly, it is okay to talk about pay in terms of ranges and not to be specific about a particular number. It is also okay to include other benefits like healthcare, pensions, and time off within the context of salary. Make sure you have looked at the other similar jobs being advertised in other organizations so that you have an idea of the pay rate in the market. And question number 23 is there anything that you would like to ask me? Answer is, always have at least one question prepared in advance. This is your chance to drill down into an area of the business that might not have been covered in the interview. Alternatively, you may simply like to ask for feedback on how you have done in the interview. A good tip is to pick up on something that has been mentioned in passing by the interviewer about the job. Ask him or her to expand on this. Not only does it make you appear interested, but it shows that you have been listening attentively to what has been said. It should leave the interviewer with a good final impression of you. And last one question is, on a scale of 1 to 10, rate me as an interviewer. ఇది లాస్ట్ అండ్ ఫైనల్ క్వశ్చన్ అండి. సో దీనికి ఆన్సర్ ఎలా ఉండాలంటే, this type of rating questions can be asked because the interviewer is genuinely interested in hearing your feedback. It can also be asked to see how you react to an opportunity to criticize an authoritative figure. The way you answer this question will show the hiring manager how you view people in authority. It will also give them a chance to see your communication skills and in action. If you are interviewing for a managerial position, they may be trying to see how you would criticize or praise a person below you. If you are fresher, being a fresher, I am not the right person to rate you. I will consider this question as order. I will give 10. Because HR is the firewall of the company who accepts the valid package and rejects the invalid one. And you can judge a candidate in a short span of time where others won't have such talent. So, విన్నర్గా ఇవి అండి 24 క్వశ్చన్స్ అండ్ ఆన్సర్స్. ఇవి మీకు కావాల్సినప్పుడల్లా మళ్ళీ వినండి. వింటూ మీరు జాబ్స్కి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు ఇంటర్వ్యూస్కి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు వీటిని ఫాలో అవ్వండి. తప్పకుండా మీరు ఇంటర్వ్యూలో 100% సక్సెస్ అవుతారు. సో భయం అనేది అవసరం లేదు. ఇక మీరు సక్సెస్ఫుల్గా జాబ్ కొట్టవచ్చు, మీ కెరీర్ని, మీ లైఫ్ని హ్యాపీ గడపచ్చు. సో మళ్ళీ నెక్స్ట్ వీక్ మరో మంచి ఇంపార్టెంట్ యూస్ఫుల్ అంశంతో మీ ముందుకు వస్తాను. నేను మీ రాము పడకంటి. వీడియో మీకు నచ్చినట్లయితే సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి, లైక్ చేయండి, షేర్ చేయండి.